everyone. This is the Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me tonight Ice Cold Wind Cameo Nez. Thanks, everybody.
You missed Cameo, I think.
No, Cameo was before you.
Did you list me?
It was Ice Cold Wind Cameo and
Yeah.
Nez.
Oh yeah, that's everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, for those of you in the audience, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. More on how to support the channel at the end. And for those of you on my Discord, the what's it called? The schedule should be going up fairly soon. I just have to finish making it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the recap.
You know, I just realized when you did the whole introduction of everyone, you said ice cold. You just merged them together.
No, not just ice cold wind. Anyway,
are you just now noticing I do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, recap. Basically, we made our way into the town and the building. We saw what looked like a bunch of twisted versions of alicorns. But it's kind of Coral got the impression that somebody heard the term alicorn and nightmare alicorn and put these things together without actually knowing what that is. And it was the same thing with the Kirin. Phoenix kind of put together that these anomalies don't make sense for a Dread Realm. It's like it isn't completely plugged in. And the conclusion was the science.
Error sign. Legitimately just error.
Yeah, pretty much.
Melrose did find some error signs floating around.
Yeah, essentially we eventually come up against a door. We're hearing voices speaking in ancient alicorn. And it's one voice telling the other they will never surrender. The other one is gloating about the destruction. Kindle recognizes one voice, and we eventually figure out why. Arya does some brief investigation, realizes I probably shouldn't be in this room because both of these guys have true sight. Basically, after finding out about that, do a quick search of the city. We don't find anything. Then we kind of go in, see what it is. Kindle barely holds on to his sanity, seeing that the Neric is Frenzied Flame, the god of war, which essentially means his god. And the other is Soul Tenebris, which, as we've kind of seen, was responsible for the destruction of the Kirin. We get noticed by the Silent King's Tear, recognizes Kindle, lets go of his shriek, and that was initiative. And we've been beating the shit out of the guy ever since.
I feel like the beating the shit out of each other was mutual. Also, Nameless, very good characterization of the God of War cowering in the corner.
Yeah, confused, hurt Neric noises.
Yeah. I just realized there's no music.
No, that's because I haven't hit the button for it yet.
Yep.
Alright.
Need to find it again.
You usually hit that so much earlier.
That's because usually we're not in a boss fight.
Yeah.
Better.
Alright, here we go again, round 2.
To be fair, this is like round 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is finally hit something. Kindle, you get smacked.
I get what?
You get smacked.
Okay.
Hit nat 20'd.
Let me guess. That was a critical hit. What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Ooh.
It's hitting you with pseudopods.
Bludgeoning? Okay, so I take half that.
Still a lot of damage.
Because I am raging. Yeah, it is still a lot of damage, but it's not 104, it's 70. Alright, let me...
Nameless, is disengaging in action?
Not if you're a rogue. But otherwise,
You
yes.
have a thing where if you do flurry of blows, you get a disengage action for free, though.
I know, but that requires key, and I don't want to use it all.
Yeah. Normally, it's an action, though.
Rogue is
That's
the
probably
only
your most efficient use of key, though.
Rogue is the only
Yeah.
one that disengage is not a full action.
Okay.
Yeah, cunning action.
Permission to transform into a rogue?
Denied.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm so close.
And
Alright, I got my damage recorded.
Alright. Might go. Let's do this. I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm going to start wailing. I'm gonna do this. Because I'm also gonna use Flurry of Blows. I get my...
Oh my gosh.
I think
Well, I
that's
think
all the
that's 2
attacks.
crits in a hit.
Yep.
yes.
And then I'm gonna use my ability to move all the way over here.
Wait, did you... No, those first 2, like, hit damage
Please total
rolls,
that
like-
damage up for me.
Yeah, I got you.
If I'm calculating this right, 278.
Haha!
Dang, dude. Nat 20s? What?
Yeah, it's my lucky day.
Watch us never get a nat 20 at all after this. Everyone else gets like critical failures. And
Critical
Oh
hit.
wait, no, actually it's more than that, Cold. It's
It is.
298. I don't know if that's what you said.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you're right, it is 298.
Hold on. Please hold.
Alright.
Hold
Can I
it.
yell cheaper town hall?
Use your free action to yell cheaper town hall.
Right?
Some of the viewers will get that.
Kindle?
What's your turn? Ah, gotcha. Let's see. Probably just keep doing what I've been doing and attack. If I can find the right thing. There's a nat 20. And another nat 20.
Bet.
Okay, this is gonna take a sec.
Belly is just putting in work
Wait.
today.
Wait.
Because
You're
yeah, I
treating
got
the eye biter. Doesn't that mean that their eyes are removed?
I think that's only if I use Eyebiter Seek. But yeah, Brutal Critical is gonna take me a minute. Okay, so level 17. That's 2, 3, 4. That would be 4 dice normally, and with a critical, that'd be doubling it.
Yeah, we're putting in work today.
You triple, don't you?
I'm confirming with Nameless.
Don't you triple?
I don't think it says triple.
What does the brutal critical do?
1 additional damage dice at 9th, 13th, and 17th. So it'd be 4.
So you double your damage, and then the brutal critical would be added on top of that.
Okay, so double damage plus brutal critical. Okay. Right. 2.
What's brutal critical again?
Adds additional damage dice.
Oh, that's like if something you got it. Personal.
Yeah. That's 1 dice roll. So basically, I'd have to roll this, like, what, 8 times?
Gosh.
4 per hit.
Just
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, does brutal critical mean that you
4.
do like 4 times damage instead of double?
I'm pretty sure that's what that means. I'm not entirely sure.
You might want to double check then.
Actually, let me link it so everyone can read it.
Well, so far that's 238.
Okay. And then for the second critical, same thing.
Wait. That turns a critical, because you're above 17th level. That means it turns a critical from two rolls of the damage dice to 5. 5x damage.
It's supposed to be 1 additional weapon damage die. Well,
At 9th level.
4
And
additional.
then they get
upgrade.
another at 13th, and then another one at 17th. So isn't that like 5x damage?
It's not
Right.
damage. It's supposed to be additional weapon dice. Which,
it would be the damage dice from the. So it'd be additional d8s,
And so far we are looking at
and it would be enough for 2 attacks.
Is that how that works? Because like it says weapon damage, and he's using Eyebite's damage.
Yes, which
yeah,
is a d8.
it's,
Yeah. It's 68.
481, by the way.
It's not a 8, it's a 68.
Yeah, it's an additional 68. Yeah. Like total.
twice, yeah.
Alright, I suppose I should ask, how do you want to calculate this, Nameless?
What do you mean?
Should I just go with the damage rolled?
What?
Answer the
The brutal critical can be a little annoying trying to figure out how to do this. Am I doing this right?
My
I think you just roll the 68 and then just add everything together. What do you say, Nameless?
Yeah, and you just add 68 worth of extra damage.
Yeah.
So if you're going
Okay.
with the damage that you just for all the damage you just rolled, that's 481.
Okay.
I forget what the normal crit rolls we use are. Is it?
You
Double
double
it.
the damage dice.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So if you were normally rolling 5d8, it would be 10d8.
You're probably brutal critical,
Yeah,
which add them before the doubling, maybe.
Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, the thing about critical hits in D&D is it doesn't double the modifier. So like if I swing a long sword with +2, that would be like 1d8 plus 2 damage. But like if it's a crit, it's 2d8 off, but it's still +2. So math.
Let's just go with what I threw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are
Dang.
marshals more complicated than casters? What is this mess?
I was trying to actually see if I could take advantage of that class in the future by dual wielding classes. I can't.
How much damage did you say it was? When
481.
481.
Did you-
Let's just go with that.
Did you roll the extra 68?
Thought that's what all of those rolls were.
No, you get to add that on top.
That is just a regular critical that you just rolled.
What?
Yeah,
You made
crits.
2. Oh, I see what you did here.
Yeah, he just rolled the attack 4 times.
I was gonna say that is
He
one
rolled the
bastard
attack
crit.
8 times.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. Why do you think he rolled it 8 times? Oh wait, no, he did roll it 8 times. Why? I got confused by the brutal critical like window.
Wait, was he not
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to
what-
roll it that much?
No,
No.
he was supposed to roll it like half as much.
Yeah. And then the 68.
Okay, let's take off the last ones then.
Because that's what the brutal critical says.
Yeah.
D&D 5e in a nutshell. None of the rules do what they say they do.
That's true. Could not agree more. Especially
Okay, so we're
Glyphor.
just taking off the last 4 attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so-
it'd be 68. Added additionally. Because, yeah, no, you
Okay,
didn't.
So far that's 235 then.
And then
235. Okay.
plus the 68.
Are you gonna roll 6d8?
Give him time. Give him time.
Is the 68 is what the weapon dice is?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah. Like Nameless said, the weapon
Per-
is like a d8.
per attack you would get 3d8. So since you crit twice, you roll 68.
So he's rolling the 68 on top of the damage he just
On
did.
top of all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for not the
The-
last 4 weapon attacks, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
so I would need to roll 2 68s?
no, just one.
No, there's
Just one, okay.
It's already doubled.
Technically 2 3d8s.
29.
Okay. So 264.
Okay.
Right for all the confusion on that one.
Nah, you're good.
Let's see.
It's okay, though. I think the last barbarian I had didn't even realize he had that, so.
What is Frenzy Flame looking like?
He's still trying to hold his guts in at the moment.
Ooh, that bad.
Yes, why do you think he is avoiding the fight? He's a warrior, not an idiot.
Okay. Kind of seeing that kindles being his focus on Soul Tenebris and kind of yells out to the party, "Get a heal on Frenzied!" And that'll pretty much be the end of my turn.
Nameless, how does Soul Tenebris look?
Like a horrific slime monster wearing somebody else's skeleton.
Damage-wise, Nameless. Damage-wise.
Like a horrific slime monster wearing
God
somebody
damn it.
else's skeleton.
Yeah, this is not your area of specialty.
So we can't tell if he's actually hurt or not. Right.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a horrific slime monster wearing somebody else's skeleton take damage?
I mean, I was hoping it was like, chunks falling off, barely holding itself together, broken bones.
I mean, the thing was already barely holding itself together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I imagine the like ooze is rippling like more violently.
Yeah, something.
Phoenix is probably the only one here who would have any sort of way of telling, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to ask.
Fine, I won't ask you then.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's add some more bars. Phoenix is going to move up 5 feet. And then she's going to pull out Leela's spell book and cast Ultra Slash. Because why not?
No resistance, yes.
Yeah. Could be some interesting interactions because reflex saves technically don't really exist in 5e. It'd probably be dex saves.
Yeah, reflex it translates into dex.
Yeah. So he takes 46 points of presumably radiant damage.
It would be radiant, yes.
And if he's undead, fungi, mold, ooze, or slime, also takes an additional 19d6. But that's technically 2 separate saving throws that they have to make for those 2 things.
Both reflex.
Yeah.
Okay. He fails.
How many did he fail?
Both.
Fail both. Is he, would you say, specifically harmed by bright light? I guess kind of like an undead. Because if so, it results in the destruction of just gone.
Well,
I'm going to say no. Not in that capacity.
Yeah. Doesn't delete them.
it also hurts oozes just as if they were undead.
Yeah. And then she also can use her bonus action to send 2 of her little stars for dexterity saving throw or 2d6 radiant, 4d6 radiant.
Double damage on one of them.
Okay, so 66. she'll continue moving. I suppose. And that's her turn.
Guess it's Maro's turn then. I'm just kind of waiting for Nameless to move the turn order.
I am multitasking, don't mind me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also mathing things because certain things do certain things.
Yeah.
Fair enough. After Kindle calls out to heal a Frenzied, Marios looks around because he doesn't know who that is. He's the only guy in the room who's mortally wounded and whose name he doesn't know. I was just like, alright. What?
Was that all you were doing?
I'm getting closer. I'm picking ranges.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You just sounded like you were going to say anything, and I didn't hear anything follow up on that, so I was making sure.
Oh yeah, that's plenty in range. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit on Frenzied Flame. It's gonna summon like a little like healing spirit on them, and they're gonna get healed on my turn. I'll just go ahead and cast that.
We're just going to stick a Demi-Lich type token there, because I don't have access to any of the fancy ones from previous.
Demi-Lich is always known for healing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's 10 healing.
He looks like somebody scratched an itch for him. It's not going to be enough to close mortal wounds. At least not for something like him.
Yeah.
Appreciative, but still in pain, cured noises. Coral.
What healing?
I want to move a little bit and then blast them again. Hold on. It's a saber suck.
Yes. Which I believe was dexterity or constitution? Was it? I think it was constitution for yours.
Constitution saving, yeah.
Right. Go ahead and roll damage.
No crit this time?
No.
Oh yeah, my spell also blinds them if they fail to save.
So
Alright,
all that does is impose disadvantage.
I think in 5e, yes.
Oh, I forgot to lightning zap.
Oh, undead and oozes have disadvantage.
All of those detonate.
I forgot to lightning zap, and I also didn't technically end my turn.
Okay, you do that while I'm rolling attacks.
Okay, I'll add up the math for you.
And then dexterity for that. He failed the dexterity on the lightning bolt.
31.
59 bludgeoning damage on the barbarian.
Blunted.
Mm-hmm. He's whacking you with a pseudopod.
Yeah, you keep using that word, and you explained it once, but like,
It's essentially
30 damage.
think of it like a amorphous creature's version of an arm.
yeah. I feel like a tendril would make much more.
It's actually pseudopod is a scientific term. It's how amoebas move, is they reach out a pseudopod and then squeeze into it.
I just feel like more people know what a tendril is than a pseudopod.
Well, now everybody listening knows what a pseudopod is.
What the hell did he roll anyway?
You have a 33 for AC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he rolled something above a 33.
Okay.
Arya.
I'll be on headset. I gotta go feed my cat.
When do you have to unmute?
Oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to the dude that I forgot his name, and I'm gonna pull out my only supreme healing potion and hand it over to him. And I think I still have a bit of movement left. Alright. And that's my turn.
Oh.
And it's nothing, they can't catch me. Oh wait, they're on him too.
Kindle.
Yep. Sorry, I had to feed my cat. I'll be in front of my computer just a sec. Looks like I'm continuing to attack. Both missed. That's pretty much it for my turn.
Phoenix?
Yep, those both miss.
Yep, kind of figured.
Yay. Phoenix does a little bit of moving. She fires off her 2 meteors with bonus action, which is dexterity save or d6. And
He's not particularly good at dexterity, apparently.
yeah, and then another Ultra Slash is going to be dexterity versus 46 and blind, and another dexterity versus 19d6.
You know, if you gave them an ooze stat block of any kind, it would make sense they're bad at dex.
They have failed all of the dexterity checks.
Yeah,
Classic.
which is good because I throw a lot of dex saves.
Yeah. That is Phoenix's turn.
Dang, that is a lot of damage.
Phoenix is starting to get bored.
You're getting bored?
I want to point out, in universe, this is happening way faster than it is with us.
Yeah, it's been like... This is like
Right.
round 5, so it's been at most like
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, I'm caught up on what I should be doing. First, Frenzied Flame should have gotten a second heal, like, immediately, because he's immediately after me in turn order, so I'm gonna roll that first. 17.
Okay.
I'll add that up at the end of my turn when he heals again. I'm gonna move. If my computer will stop opening new tabs. I look over at Frenzied Flame. You might want to get away from that.
Okay.
Does Frenzied Flame acknowledge me, or?
He seems to acknowledge you, yes.
Okay, I use my bonus action to move the, healing spirit along with him. I assume you're just gonna move both of them at the same time, because he's gonna want to stand in it, so...
How far can it move?
I think he can move, 30 feet, but it's probably not gonna move that far, so it doesn't matter. I don't imagine he's gonna move that far.
No, he's not, but I just needed to make sure it's not 10 feet.
Yeah, no, I think it's... I'm double checking. Yeah, it's 30 feet. Okay, so that's my bonus action to move the spirit. Free action to yell. I'm gonna use my standard action to zap the boss again. A dex save.
Stupidity zap.
For 34.
Okay. Okay. And that was it?
At the start of Frenzy's turn, they heal again, so I'm gonna roll that. They heal, 18, so that's a total of... No, wait, that's a total of, 38 healing so far from me.
Can somebody roll the Supreme Potion for me?
How much is that?
It is 10d4 plus 20.
Go ahead and roll that.
Alright. Or not 10d4. Yeah, 10d4. Oh my
16d4.
god.
That's
Is it-
that's a lot of d4s, but it's not as much as... That's like 20. Like 25.
Okay, how did I even roll
Dream
that in
healer?
this?
I type
Is
it.
Supreme,
Pull up
yes.
the advanced dice roller.
Supreme is 16d4 plus 32.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
I was showing it as
There, if
D&D.
you were looking at the regular D&D version, you were looking at the
Yeah.
wrong version.
Yeah.
There is a
so
pinned
six-
message with the healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you
Ice
bumped it?
rolled it for me.
Okay. He is still in very rough shape, but he is looking better. His innards are no longer his outards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over 100 healing on him, so that's pretty good for anybody.
I wish I had saved that though. Not Loki.
I mean,
But
what
he
better
needed
time
it.
to use a healing potion than on a dying god?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was plus 32, not plus 24.
Oh.
So that's another
add,
Just add
damage
8.
on top.
Yeah, just add 8 on that to that.
It was still
So,
about
like-
the same results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Or
talking about
someone's
it.
health pool is like
You're talking
7,000,
about
so.
a deity beaten within an inch of his life. So there's going to be a lot of damage. Cameo.
I'm keeping it simple with some more pews. It's con save. Which, if I remember right, dude's got disadvantage on it.
Failed.
Okay. $34 damage. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Okay, he missed. Arya. Actually,
Yes.
wait, no.
It's my turn. Let's do this.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh.
These detonate.
God damn it!
Did you forget to move?
I didn't get to move.
It was summoned after the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlucky turn order.
Do I at least get to do a dex save?
Yes.
Yes.
Just like last.
I think that was
Come
it.
on, luck. Does that at least pass?
Unless,
I hope that passes.
Yeah, that's like that's a high roll.
yes.
Okay, cool. I take no
I'm not
damage.
gonna bother. Yeah, as I say, you've got the same thing as a rogue,
Yeah.
so it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna pay for that. Come over here and
Maybe use
It's
10%
the-
of my power.
yeah, I'm gonna punch him. I had to think about it for a second. Start
How many
dancing
other
on him.
weapons do you have?
You know, I was thinking of if I should, and I'm using my Fury of Blows. So I guess only one of those probably hit.
Yes, only one
those-
hits.
Okay, so let me back up, and
Some
then
of those have parentheses around death shackles, but others don't.
don't worry about that.
Why do you have different attack rolls for all of your shackles? Why did you roll one of them twice?
I have them set up in a certain way. There's only 3 different attacks like these ones that revolve around the shackles. Alright. And that's going to be 45. Here, actually, can I move closer to the wizard instead? Yeah, I'm going to move closer to the wizard.
Why do you want to be closer to the wizard?
No problem. No reason.
They're bending around powerful magics. You really want to be close to the wizard? What if one of these days they roll a natural one on something?
Also, did you just leave attack range?
Yeah, I have the whatchamacallit ability.
Yeah, when he does Flurry of Blows, he gets a free disengage action.
Alright, I forgot.
Yeah, and it increases my movement speed. You good, Nameless?
Sorry, I am, like I said, I am multitasking. What is the total damage again?
45.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother using redirect or anything like that.
Kindle.
Yep. Let's see. So I'm probably just gonna attack again. Pretty sure both hit.
Yes.
Alright.
Where is... Just tell me the total once you're done.
13.
What?
113.
113. Okay, all I heard was 13.
I heard 13 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been me cutting out a little bit. Internet's picky.
Ah. You made Nameless have to do a double take for that.
Okay, give me just a second. Don't get excited just yet.
It's time for phase 2.
Okay.
After all the damage we've been doing, yeah.
You've destroyed the Soul Tenebrous exoskeleton.
That doesn't look good.
Now it's just an ooze.
If he was radiant or weak to radiant stuff before, he doesn't even have any skin.
Phoenix, can you do something
like-
to this thing?
You could probably move around. What do you think World I've been doing?
So is the context here that Soul Tenebrous was just like a half-baked version of themselves? And like,
Yes.
now we're just fighting the gooey center that's still like better?
Man, you make it sound like he's a chocolate candy.
We
I'm,
have reached the center of the Tootsie Roll.
I'm gonna point out
Yeah.
that
We've reached the center of the Tootsie Pop.
I must point out that for the Soul Tenebrous, he had a massive spell block that he could use as well, and this thing could not use any of that.
Wait, a massive spell
Yeah.
block? What's that?
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It would cast spells.
Although listen,
He could use 90%
Oh.
of the spells available in the 5th edition spell list.
That's
Yeah.
practically
too
useless
late?
as a spell block then.
Is it too late to start worshiping?
Depends on how well you use them.
Yeah, I don't.
I
see
mean,
why-
like, it's worthless to write down 90% of the spells in the book because you can just cast whatever you feel like.
I don't remember what
much.
that was. It's
you
pretty
do
much.
the opposite.
There was like a
the ones
handful of like cleric and paladin spells that he didn't have access to, but like for the most part, everything else he did have,
Hmm.
and like a couple of ranger spells. Like
Again, I feel like that's really redundant to have all of that written down.
It wasn't really written down. It was stored in a separate thing that I used Moon's D&D Beyond for.
Okay.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay.
Phoenix will walk up to it and do another Ultra Lash. First one is the blindness and the second one is damage.
Okay.
And that's your turn.
Blowing holes in my slime.
Hmm.
Mel?
Lightning zap and then God healing, I guess. Bam, bam. 31 on failed deck and 10 healing for the god.
And you do that twice, right?
The healing happens on the start of his turn, not on my turn.
Oh, okay.
I was just like making up for the fact that I didn't do it twice on the first turn, so I did it twice on the second turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really weird because like that means that the individual players have to keep track of it if they're inside of it, which is probably not ideal.
Okay, let me check something. What is your AC, Ice?
Her AC is so low that it doesn't matter. It is 14.
Okay, well,
Really,
this
Ice?
is how much damage you take in bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Yep. Except she wasn't there actually. He must have made an error.
Okay.
It's all sleight of hand.
Oh, smoke and mirrors.
Alright. More pews. So, con saving.
You said yeah, this one should be the one with disadvantage, right? Go ahead and roll damage.
I didn't do that. No. $27.
Okay.
And will I be able to take out the scythe? Like, I'm not gonna use it right now, but what? Will I be able to use the rest of my turn to take out the scythe, or is
I believe that
takes
counts
the
as a
whole turn?
bonus action to like unsheath a weapon.
All right. So then I'm just gonna do that to prepare. Because this is running low soon. I'm only able to use it 3 times left, assuming something doesn't break my concentration. So yeah. Next turn.
Give me 1 second, Nameless. I'm calculating something. 13. Okay, there we go. I know the plan now. Okay, I'm gonna do my usual. Well, first I'm gonna actually move. You know, that might help. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do my usual flurry of blows. And I'm going to use... Well, one of those hits. No, 2 of those hits, actually. Hold on. Give me a sec.
I see 1 hit.
Hold on. Is this the right one? No, this isn't the right one. Hold on. Because there's one that I can use key to actually change my outcome. Here it is. Focused aim. I'm gonna spend 2 key points to raise that 25 by 6. And then I'm also going to use Stunning Strike. So that's 3 key points in total. Alright, so he'll have to make a Constitution save against 19.
Hold on. What are you increasing?
So I'm increasing my attack stat. That the 25 roll, I'm making that one a
1 to 3
31.
key points.
Yes.
That should only make it a 28.
Oh wait, no. No, I have... What? No, that's 29, but I have to use 3 to make it a 31, so 3. So I can spend 1 to 3
I see a
key
19,
points to...
a 25, and a 21.
Yes, the 25 I'm increasing by 6 because I'm using 3 key points to increase it using focus aim. So it increases it by 2 for each of these key points that I spend. Yeah.
That is a lot of key on one attack.
Yep. And then
I feel like 3 flurry of blows might have been better. I don't know.
maybe, but it's because I need to try to get off the stun.
Okay.
If the stun works,
strike never works, it's good.
What's
Oh,
up?
what is your E save?
Did it-
supposed to be?
did it work, Nameless?
What is the save?
19.
As far as you can tell, the slime is still slimy.
I'm just gonna back up. Screw that. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. I have to calculate how much key I spent. Five whole key points. And he took...
Hey.
Alright,
Kindle.
he took 108.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
It's okay. Seeing the shell having broken away, he'll take a moment to kind of consider what he's looking at. Takes a deep breath,
It looks like a big black
And then
snot
you-
ball.
and then uses Breath of the Flame Singer.
Nice.
DC 0.
I don't have it programmed in here correctly.
It's
Dang, that's like
Dex
the
based off of
easiest-
his strength.
That's based on my strength. Okay.
Easiest
funny.
save
Yeah, 'cause-
in the world.
Because what I have is basically 3 times per session the player may use a breath weapon. Basically, I have nothing else that says what the DC against.
If it is based off of your subclass, that it will use your classes. So barbarian is strength.
Okay, so it'd be, I guess, would it be?
Well, actually,
plus
is it
Fate
strength or
plus
constitution?
proficiency plus strength mod.
Okay.
Okay.
What the hell is my proficiency anyway? So proficiency of 6, strength mod is 5. So
So that
11,
is
I guess.
19.
Oh, 19. Oh, right. Base 10.
Okay.
It's a
Phoenix.
Having fun, Kendall?
Just a bit.
Ultra Slash. I think we all know the drill now.
Really just really yelled that out.
It's part of the spell.
Oh.
It's Fey magic, so I'm making it a little different.
Yeah, fair enough.
oh.
Let's normalize
So,
that.
so you have to announce it anime style.
Yeah.
yeah,
why
let's normalize announcing our attacks.
And that's Phoenix's turn.
Melrose.
Rain of Thunder.
Are you casting Rain of Fire?
No, fun. I
Oh.
said thunder. which
Oh, it
is-
sounded like fire.
Lightning damage.
Yeah, it's a storm thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well have fun since we're gonna be here anyway.
Yeah.
And double checking Frenzied hasn't moved. Yeah. I'm gonna roll his healing as well.
Okay.
That's 9 healing for him.
Whirl.
I don't know what the fuck happened to my brain. Give me a whole last second.
Not a half-ass
Does
second.
This would not work.
No, the password did not work.
Sad.
Wait, password didn't
Um,
work. What's going on?
I got locked out of my own brain.
We're
Ah,
goofing in the chat, text chat.
have you tried a password reset for your brain?
I don't have email to my brain. If I do the reset, I have no way.
Yeah, the reset requires you to know your email password, and good luck
Yeah.
with that.
There was something else I wanted to do. It wasn't just. Yeah, no, I forgot. I'll just do the pew. So it has to do the saving. Because there was something else. There was a reason why I did the thing I did before, and I forgot. My brain is just not.
Oh, you were planning a combo then.
Yeah, I was planning a combo. That's the shit. But I can't remember it. So did he do the save? It's a con save. Wait a minute, no, wait, sorry, I have to move. Phoenix is right the fuck there. Bitch! Oh my fucking god! Bitch! Bitch! Ah! Yo!
Don't worry,
Yo!
the wizard can take it.
I
Phoenix,
mean,
No!
I think you should
completely
probably
possible
change your
to aim like
positioning.
this, isn't it?
Yeah, the wizard can take it. It's fine.
I can still move. So I'm gonna move just a little bit because I'm flying. That's why I was over the lava, I'm flying.
Phoenix
I'm
did
still
move
gonna
there
go-
specifically to get you to move a little bit.
Phoenix was just minding her own business, and then boom, a blast came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Duke into the face.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna move and then do the blast. For fuck's sake, Phoenix! Goddamn!
You know, technically, if you really wanted to play it safe, you could just considering
Wait,
this thing is
don't-
probably just tall, you could probably aim like 15 feet up.
Wait, Cameo, don't you have the ability that makes it where you can't hurt your friends with your spells?
No,
That is like
that's-
sorcerer stuff.
It's
Oh.
either
It's-
Evocation Wizard or Metamagic.
Yeah.
I do
Or maybe
have
a
the meta magic thing, but I don't have that one specifically prepared.
Yeah.
Purple spell is for
So-
cowards.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Phoenix.
No, I moved. I moved. I am not gonna hit Phoenix. Be glad I caught that. I caught that. I'm not gonna hurt her. I'm sorry, doggy. I'm sorry, but legitimately, I have a dog named Phoenix too, so this is probably confusing the fuck out of her right now.
Roll
I'm
damage.
sorry. You can jump. Oh, wait. Oop. It is. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. My dog is so confused right now. 23 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Now she just wants
Are ya?
ribs.
All right, here we go. Damn it. You were right, Naz. That was like the worst thing I could have done.
Yeah, that was very expensive.
Yeah, very. I'm
Because,
really
like-
low right now.
Yeah, because
I'll use another flurry.
yeah, like the flurry of blows
Oh, wait, wrong-
is very
wrong.
efficient. Uses like one key to give you one extra attack.
Wrong attack. Ignore that first one. I clicked on the wrong one. My bad.
One hit.
Okay. Well, at least I'm still doing some damage to this thing. And then I'll do my usual escape route. Except for this time, I'm gonna go right here. Alright.
Kindle.
You took 125 damage.
I'm gonna start swinging.
Both hit.
Alright, let me add that up. $135.
You have defeated the slime.
Yay!
Ah, good. I'm look at Kendo and point at the other Kieran. You should probably go check on them.
Yeah, definitely. Could someone grab Nebula real quick while I go talk to him?
Before I do, I kind of want to do this.
Oh,
fight
okay.
Yeah, go ahead,
I was
Cameo.
expecting that fight to be longer. Like, I blinked and the guy was gone.
We rolled really well.
Yeah, we really did.
We had multiple criticals, and there were so many critical fails on his end last session.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
he just-
aware, but I was expecting more than 2 phases.
Does anyone want a drink, by the way?
Like some water? I mean, I did a little bit
I'll
walking.
pass.
I was thinking something stronger.
You know,
Yeah, Kindle
Should I
is
just
kind
roll
of.
the rest of the healing spirit just because?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just double checking how much I have left. Okay.
Yeah, Kindle will slowly approach, but is mostly waiting for Nebula to join us.
Royal gets Nebula.
Okay, that's the last of the healing.
Okay. How much healing are you applying to each person there, Cameo?
So it depends on how roughed up they are. I'm assuming like Kindle and the other dude is the most roughed up, and then Arya.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I didn't take
That's
any
beaten.
damage.
You didn't?
Nope.
No, most of the party did not take any damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't
Yeah,
made
Kindle
to
was the only one
be.
who got hit.
Wasn't made to be a hard boss fight.
I
Yeah.
think Phoenix took some from one of the explosions earlier. That's it.
So basically, you're just giving it out to those that need it, and then the rest
Yeah.
goes to Flame's finger.
I got hit pretty bad.
And
Yeah.
then
Phoenix
you get
can
quite a
take
bit of it.
20 of it.
Oh shit! I forgot. Coral also got hit. Over half.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Probably heal the healer first.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Point
an
is,
idea.
everyone who needs it has it. It's
Yeah,
like 700 hit points. Everyone should be max, except maybe
Okay.
Flamefinger. Flamefinger. Maybe
Oh, did you
Flamefinger. I don't
cast
know.
heal?
Frenzied Flame, yeah.
Frenzy Flame.
And kind of once Nebula's in the room, Kindle will kind of like motion her over, and he'll approach Frenzied Flame, and as he gets close, he'll kind of bow in respect.
Frenzied Flame looks absolutely exhausted. Even though the worst of his wounds have been closed, you can tell he is far from at fighting strength again. But he just kind of waves a dismissive hoof as he lays on the ground and just breathes.
Kindle kind of looks a little uncertainly at Nebula before kind of looking back. Sorry, I was late.
He looks up, squints at you, and then says in Ponish, actually, "It's not like you would have made a difference either way."
Oh,
Roll insight real quick.
Right.
It seems almost like he's not talking about this fight.
Kendall kind of cocked his head a little confused.
Was Kindle talking about the fight? I thought he wasn't either.
Kendall is just kind of cocks his head a little bit confused. What do you mean?
The Neric pushes himself up from like his laying position to kind of look you in the eyes and says, "Well, I realize now that I wasn't seeing things the way they were meant to be. I also realize that you and your father's presence would not have made a difference."
Yeah, you're probably right about that. But I still have to try, don't I?
You see the ghost of a smile as he kind of settles back down and just kind of stares at you from the floor as he says, "I suppose that I did teach you too well. But regardless, what happened then was in the past. And as much as it pains me to admit it, we were very soundly outmatched. There is no reason to hold yourself to any imaginary standard that you can't meet. After all, he did defeat an entire pantheon.
This may sound a tad bit strange, but, you're the only part of the Pantheon I remember. Long story short, I actually died in this conflict. Somebody brought me back. So, a lot of my knowledge of Kirin and Neric history is a little blurry.
He nods and says, "There were 7 of us at one point. All 7 were defeated. 2 of us fled, and I am unsure of the fates of the others."
Can I roll religion?
Roll it at disadvantage.
Are we finally gonna get that Nebula lore?
Shit. 10.
So, you do remember Shadowfire mentioning the Kirin deities in passing, but also saying that for the most part they're near extinction. But he glossed over a lot of that history, and you were more interested in the stuff that pertained more to you. You distinctly remember during that lesson that you were drawing with crayons. Because he had to keep your attention somehow, he provided crayons and then lost your attention regardless.
Sounds about right.
That thing is, I actually lost attention, and then you said crayons, and I was snapped back to it.
I know my parties.
It sounds like some of our players need crayons in real life.
I mean, I literally am on my drawing tablet right about now as we're doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking about you.
Well, I'm on my drawing tablet technically, but you know.
But yes. You weren't really taught as much about them because they aren't as big on the celestial stage as the Pony Pantheon. And a lot of the other races do not have a particular pantheon that they follow.
Okay.
So nobody got Nebula?
Kindle.
No, I been said I got her.
I'm just
sorry.
about to move on to that. Kindle, at that point, is kind of like looking over to Nebula before looking back. Fortunately, I'm not the only one who seems to be having memory issues. Our friend Nebula here also has missing memories, and you remember me, maybe you remember her?
He looks up at her and squints and says, "She is familiar. But..." And then, like, he scrunches up his face as if he's like, he just smelt something really bad before saying, "It's almost... I don't know. Almost as if somebody is preventing me from remembering." He places a hoof to either side of his head as he lays there, and it seems like a struggle. My spellcasters can go ahead and roll an Arcana.
Hello for rolling Arcana.
I'm bad at that. Okay.
I'm waiting for like a nat 1 from Ned.
Close.
Good enough.
Close.
Good enough.
Almost.
We got a dirty one.
31.
Guys, answer this. How did you get your Arcana already up to 20? You don't even need to roll a nat one.
They're a wizard.
26 intelligence and expertise.
Nat 1 is the only way that
Ice can
there are a
fail.
lot of things that Ice would be able to fail. Unless, of course, something requires hyper-specific knowledge.
Mhm.
Ah. Okay.
So, for Nez, he no remember thing.
Remember was no remember.
You didn't pay attention in that part of Druid school.
Yeah.
He
Teach about like
Surely was not the greatest
Yeah,
teacher when it comes
colonies.
to magic.
Hey,
Wait, no,
Nameless,
not Ponyville.
can I ask you something?
I mean, you just did.
God damn it, Nameless. Well, you know what? Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter. Never mind.
maybe it does matter though.
Now, I was gonna
Just
ask
say
if
it.
I can roll a nature check because maybe
If the
I have-
druid can't roll a nature check, then neither can you.
yeah, because
Wow,
like, maybe I
there
can.
there was some vitriol in that one, Nez.
Don't take my one thing. It is possible that Phoenix has a better nature than actually.
I'm proficient.
Yeah, and I was hoping that maybe like I can find a way to brew up a potion that helps with their memory.
Coral, for you, if something is preventing his memory, it's entirely possible that it either is, Silent King, some unknown party, and or Sol Tenebris himself back when he first encountered Sultanibris, like the real one, not the fake one that you guys just slaughtered. And then Phoenix. Same information, but it is more likely that now that the Tyr is dead, that it was not the Silent King. So it is either a third party that is interested in him not remembering this, or it is something that Sultanibris did. Either of which could be very dicey trying to remove. And if it is a third party, you have no clue what level of power you are dealing with.
Yeah.
And
Sultanibris don't really know how much power there is, because
well, if it's
there,
with not only with it being Sultanibris at the height of his power, you also have to worry about whether or not whatever they did is malicious towards anything that attempts to circumvent it.
yeah.
So
I don't think it's from the Silent King, which in a lot of ways makes it a lot harder for us to deal with. You need a specialist. I would recommend going to the city of Sigil. They might be able to help you.
he gives you a blank look. Roll me another quick Arcana.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know about the Sigil.
Sigil City is something that is entirely extra-dimensional, and given how isolated the pony dimensions are from the rest, these are basically backwaters that you have to take a hole the size of a pinhole to be able to enter. And the fact that so much stuff has made it into y'all's worlds is a catastrophic, apocalyptic level event.
Yes, it is a very bad thing.
Actually, I
yeah.
rephrase it. It's cataclysmic level, because cataclysm is multiple apocalypse.
I wonder which
Yeah.
roll you're gonna go with, Ice.
Do I go with the 13 or the 13? Don't worry about it. It's a extra planar thing. I might take you there once we take care of the Silent King. Well, actually, I forgot to ask for one of those rods. We'll have to call on Otto.
Wherever he is.
Yeah, once he tries to come back.
Long story short, though, I don't think anybody in this world will be able to help you with that problem. Unfortunately.
Damn.
But it does beg the question of who would be this adamant as to not allowing you guys to learn whatever it is he knows.
Yeah.
Kindle looks extremely annoyed at finding all of this out. Looking at Frenzy Flame. Yeah, you may be a god, but I don't think you're in any condition to attempt anything right now.
He looks mostly deflated at this point as he says, no, it took quite a bit of power to be able to stand upright. And despite still being in Neric form, his flames are to the point where they're very dimly flickering.
Coral says this out loud, but has like no actual thought behind her eyes. If we give you wood, would that help you with your flame?
He looks at Coral and then chuckles, saying, "No, rest would be more adequate for that."
Yeah. Kindle just kind of sighed deeply. I wish I could stay by your side and help with that, but
He cuts you off with a waved hoof and shakes his head, saying, "I can take care of myself. I just need rest. You are already on a mission. That much is obvious. And
yeah.
you would be doing me a disservice to abandon it."
Naturally. Well, I'll at least promise you this. Once everything is said and done, wherever you are, I will come find you. And I'll bring Nebula with me, and maybe we can figure out what the hell's going on.
He gives you a look. Go ahead and roll me an insight at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, of course. I could do a pretty decent amount.
So he looks almost sad as he says this, but says, "You have a duty to fulfill. Go and fulfill it."
Kindle kind of cocks his head. Seems like you know more of what's going on that you're letting on, but I don't think that matters. I'll fulfill my duty and see where it goes on from there.
He, as you guys turn to leave, he says to Kindle and Ancient Neric that once his duty is done, to know that he fulfilled that which he was unable to in his previous life. Kindle, you feel an unnatural calm when he says that as you were walking away. Like something in the world was just made right. A thing that you just didn't know was wrong. Kind of think of it like you spent your life with a pain and you don't know what it feels like without it, and then all of a sudden you don't have it anymore.
Mm-hmm. And so, kind of as Kindle's walking out, he's got his head raised high, and kind of a calm stride. That feels better. Looks over the group. Well, let's get on with it.
Alright. This,
Yeah, let's finish this mission.
Okay. And with that, you guys can level up to level 20.
yay!
Woohoo!
Oh.
And I think we are going to put a pin in it for tonight. Just because,
Good place for it.
yeah, the next step's going to be introducing, like, the area and all of that. And I need time to, like, this one I am actually going to try to find a decent map. But
So,
I may need to call on some players for helping find some decent maps that fit the description that I'm looking for.
well, if you need help with
Yeah.
it, let me know, Nameless.
I'm also going to let everybody know that next week I will be doing an event in real life, that means we will not have a Saturday or Sunday game, because Sunday I'm going to more than likely be recovering. Depending on like how long everything happens, I may still do like the Marvel Rivals stream that I do on Sundays, because I normally do that pretty late. But other than that, I will probably just take the day off, given that the event that I am going to isn't supposed to end until 2. If then, it might go longer. I'm not entirely certain. I'm getting very conflicting times. But yeah, I will not be here that Saturday, so no games. But until then, check out the link in the description for my Twitch, because we are about to go live over there after this. We're going to do the post-game discussion and then go live for that, the Twitch game that I usually do, which, of course, being a Marvel Rivals streamer now, I'll let you have 2 guesses, and the first one doesn't count. But until then, big thank you to my Priest Tier Patreon Cameo Shadowness. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. If you want to show further support, there's of course the Twitch subs, YouTube memberships, and Patreon memberships, all of which help me out massively. If you ever want to just throw like a one-time thing, just super chats on YouTube or any kind of like bit donation on Twitch helps immensely. Until then, though, I will be posting the schedule on Discord here soon. But until next week, we will, or excuse me, till we see you guys again. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate.
See you guys next time.
Not everyone.